second PlayStation game I'm recording. I get to 10 likes. This is just the beginning of the game, so we're probably going to do this for about an hour.
I see you gather before me.
And I'm quiet.
Hungry,
I'm going to be quiet during
terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emhyr has marched his from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Let's go with Blood and Broken Bones. Yeah, okay. the game has a pretty good storyline so far. I haven't played the first two, so, or this one. I have no idea what's going on. Well, you know what I mean. That's nasty.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Rough childhood.
So, later then.
See you later.
Okay, welcome to Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This tutorial will introduce the game's core elements. Each message will be saved in the glossary, where you'll also find detailed information about world lore and gameplay mechanics. To disable tutorial messages, go to the options menu. Okay. Use your Witcher senses to find the key to the bedroom door. Okay. This minimap in the upper right hand of the corner display shows your current location and surrounding area. Underneath the minimap, you'll find the objectives for your active quest. Okay.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Just exploring for anything.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
I don't want to be reasonable.
Aha, so that's the way the wind blows. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Wasn't he romantic?
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Oh, it is pretty nice. I also have VR games. I'll show you them in another video. If this one gets more popular. Like Skyrim and Resident Evil. And a few more. Okay. I must be blind. I can't find the door. Oh, okay. Okay.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
Why?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and Alguls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I don't believe her. Well, let's be
Better
nice.
not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe.
But I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
Keep breathing through your mouth in rhythm with your steps.
Where am I going? Okay.
Ciri, cut it out.
I just think I'm supposed to be getting lower, right?
Run into trouble? Should I turn back and help you?
Alright.
I win.
Your legs are longer. I'll show you yet.
I didn't even know where I was going and I won.
Oh no. Vesemir's got that look.
What did you expect?
So it's kind of like a Hogwarts, but for swords. And not as many students.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Okay. Witchers must be prepared to fight foes of all kinds, be they plated-clad knights, ethereal wraiths, or bone-crushing giants. To match the strengths and exploit the weaknesses of different enemies, witchers need to use a variety of weapons and combat techniques. The core tools of their trade are their swords. One steel for fighting humans and non-humans, the other silver for slaying monsters. Witchers have also mastered a simple form of combat magic. These signs are not as powerful as the spells wielded by mages, but they can be cast very quickly with simple one-handed gestures, making them quite useful in the heat of combat. Witchers are also adept in basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, late oils, and bombs, all of which give them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foes.
Draw your sword, Geralt!
Okay. Press R3 to select or deselect a target. When you have a target selected, all your attacks are directed toward it. You don't have to select a target during combat, but you can do. But doing so can help you focus on specific opponents. R3.
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Strong strikes now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking. Done.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Alright, let's back up.
This shit.
Throw out of the way of a blow, choose a direction, and press X.
Ciri, See
L2.
how Geralt holds his sword, its angle.
What am I supposed to be? Dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Press L2 just before your opponent strike to perform a counterattack. Okay.
Maybe a storm's coming.
Alright.
Sliced your jugular.
Okay. Not bad.
Now you're ready. To bring the day to a close, we'll go over
L1 to
few
open a quick
Witcher signs.
access menu.
Let's start with Quen.
Quinn. Okay, what's going on? L1, okay.
Stop showing off,
R2.
Geralt.
R2, it's not working for some reason.
Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
Alright.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Okay. Okay.
See? If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
Okay.
Hard, Geralt. Come on. See that, Ciri? Hard will knock anyone or anything off balance. Destroy their rhythm. Time for Axii. Damn it. I hate this feeling. Axii can really muddle your mind.
Okay.
Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
He's a ghost, apparently.
See this, Ciri? Couldn't move if I want. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Ciri. Quen will dampen the blow.
Indicate. R1 and name it the highlight training. Combat tutorial is now over. If you want, you can continue training with Vizimir. To stop training, simply sheathe your sword by holding or okay.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
Okay.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. As soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri?
Uh-oh.
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
Holy shit.
Adriana will take this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
Well, it's a pretty good game so far. There's a lot of story in it, which is good. Not too much yet, and I'm sure there'll be less later on.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
Actually, that's to load the different decisions you make.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. The Wild Hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more.
Religious lore
In the
thinks
past,
that
when Ciri appeared in my
dreams are
dreams,
visions of
something
the
was
future.
wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend
Or
herself from
past life.
anything, wraiths included.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Yeah, let's not tell him about that. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but...
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Life on the continent and in the Skilled Isles is nasty, brutish, and short. War lays waste to the land, and those it spares live in fear of the countless monsters lurking outside every town and village. Monsters are shown with a silver health bar above their head, indicating that you should fight them with your silk sword. Okay. Okay, I'm forgetting how to play it already. Okay, is there any more? Adrenaline points. Striking opponents generates adrenaline points. Certain abilities you can acquire allow you to perform special attacks that require and consume adrenaline points. Your adrenaline points slowly decline when you are not engaged in combat.
Of course. When armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
You can just pause this one's too long. If you want to read it. How much of this stuff do I have?
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going. Whoa!
Well, I think that got us through the basic tutorial, so instead of doing an hour, 37 minutes. Okay. Share broadcast settings, microphone audio, stop broadcasting.